Hi, this is my first video on YouTube. My name is RaJuR, RaJuR. Um, I want to do my first video about fragrances. I hi. I want to do my first video about fragrances. I don't know a lot about fragrances, but I was downtown at a place called uh Perv Perfume Perfume per, Perfectology, Perfectology. Let me see if I can find it on the phone. Perfectology, PERF, Perfumology, and it was at a place. The address was, let me see, 325 North 3rd Street. And I think when I was putting in the navigation, I went down 4th Street. I made a left and then made a left on 3rd Street. And it was kind of right there where they like to tore my car up about a month ago. Holla at your boy. Thanking the Most High for the opportunity to be able to see you guys. But I say the heavenly as well. Hope everybody doing well. I stopped down there today. I was off today. I'm like, all right. First, I was going to take a ride down Maryland. My man going through a transition in his life, so I wasn't going to go down there and mess up his vibe. So I decided to stay up here. I said, I wasn't going to buy sex, so you don't even go by there today. Maybe tomorrow, just sit back and relax and chill. And then I decided I'm going to Perfumology. And I think I read that they had like a sale going on, a Cyber Monday. So I was like, all right, I'll go down there and check them out. You know what I mean? I'll let your boy 100 call down there. It's like, yeah, it's popping off. Get down there, park. And if you look at my other YouTube video, you'll see I was there. Now, let's get to these bags are crazy. I wish they gave me 2 small bags. This bag is, I really like the color of this bag. I have so many Perfumology bags in my collection that is ridiculous. Of course, I've been knowing the gentleman of Perfumology since 2012 when they were actually in, I go way back. I'm like family, okay? We go way back. When he was in King of Prussia Mall working at Signature Scents. So that's how far I go back. All right? And then my peeps. So get your mind down there. Could you miss Cyber Monday? Could you flapping around? But I saw so many boxes going out the door today. I should have worked down there today and got paid for packing up fragrances because they had boxes and boxes. And they probably still down there now. Boxes of fragrances for Cyber Monday. So check it out. I went down there, and like I said, if y'all look at the video, y'all see. Even Nia stepped in a couple times. Brian stepped in a couple times to talk about what was going on. Jefferson was busy doing his thing. But, I picked up fragrances. The last one I picked up was a surprise. They're not carrying this anymore. It was just at this, right here. They was like, yo, we getting that back in? It was like, nope. I was like, give it to me. I paid for it, though. They didn't just give it to me. There's a lot of fragrances with that MIEL thing going on. So let's go. From the house of Navitus. If you look up here, I have Navitus in there. So I have 2 Navituses right here. Also have a lot of Vivamores right there. And of course, I have a Black Cliff. I was going to pick up a Black Cliff. One called Conclusions, but I held back on it because I thought I would just want to hold off to see if I smell something else. They had another fragrance on smell. I've been trying to get that forever. Maybe Alessio Alexandrio. That's the wrong name, but I grabbed 2 of his fragrances. Holla at your boy. And you don't know nothing about that because y'all too busy buying the regular old standard, which is not regular old standard, I'm sorry. But Perfumology doesn't have regular old standard fragrances. What I'm saying, because Perfumology is just the best freaking perfume house in the land right now, especially on the East Coast, that you guys might have a lot of nice, diverse collection. But what I'm saying to you is, to me, my collection is so diverse, it's just ridiculous. I have a little bit of everything. I don't have like 500 bottles of the same thing. I don't have a whole bunch of bottles that some kind of house gave me to promote so I can promote their bottles. I don't have that. I have bottles that I bought with my own money. And I got a couple of freebies that I got because they gave me a couple of freebies. Only like 2 or 3 freebies I've got in my life. That's it. All the rest I bought all these. All these I bought. Over 400 bottles. I've had over 1,000 bottles of fragrances. I got a box of 500 boxes out of my closet. Empty boxes. And on my display case underneath my big screen TV, I had more boxes. I've had over 1,000. I've spent over at least $50,000 in fragrances. Easy. Now, let's get past that. Let's get to this joint right here. The last one I bought. Meal Ecstase. Sweet violet powdery, honey, fresh spicy, fresh fruity, floral, vanilla, and warm spicy. Okay? The nose behind this fragrance is a double teamer. Dutrafort and Flores. Double teamer. Never choose paying this big money for these big dudes, man. Top notes, honey, dried fruits, and apricot. Middle notes, ginger, violet, rum, and saffron. And bottom notes, dark chocolate, toffee, okay, vanilla, Madagascar, vanilla, tonka bean, and caramel. Stop playing. I smelled this. I'm like, yo. My bad. Talking a little loud. Sorry about that. So I'm talking a little loud. I'm sorry. I forgot bedroom next to bedroom. They don't know how excited I get about fragrances. So yeah, that was crazy. They banged on the joint. Gotta be careful. I got a gun over here. But nevertheless, this joint is banging. Ginger, violet, rum, saffron, dark chocolate, toffee, Madagascar, vanilla, tonka bean, and vanilla. I haven't done a video back here in a long time anyway. Let's get it. I really already sprayed this. I'm going to spray it again. It's one of the best. It's one of the best. I'm telling you. Now, it kind of got the same vibe as, I think, as Reserve. I think Reserve Exclusive has kind of the same vibe, but Reserve Exclusive got a little bit less of I'd say it got a little bit less of the sweetness, but it's still Reserve Exclusive is kind of like this, but not as sweet as this is right here. So had to get it. Had to get it. So we're gonna take a main character, which is in a fake bottle, because again, I split it with someone half and half, and I bought these bottles from I bought them from Amazon. So I'm gonna go ahead on like chill. I know my voice is that deep. I'm not getting any lower than this though. Not gonna do all you want. All right. So main is now going here, and then we have 3 Navitus. We have Cabana Sunset. We have Mean Ecstase, right? Does that mean Ecstase? The name of that is kind of crazy too. Mean Ecstase. And then over here we have Baklava Royale. That's a nice player too. Okay, and we'll find another space for main character. We really just put it up here next to the Dubai chocolate piece. All right, so you put that up there. Boy, and bam, bam, boom. They don't look kind of no. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like that stance. So we're gonna take this and put it more in the back. Okay, back there. All right. Took care of that staging because as you see, I staged my cage. I've been staging my cage since 2012, 13, 14, when I got my first cage. There used to be just one cage back here. Again, it's the first time I'm doing a video back here in I don't know how long. But not unless I'm just playing around in the morning when I was working. Other than that, right now, I'm doing it. Bam, there it is. All right. Next. Come in, dog. I'm gonna bang on these freaking window. Let them make some noise. I've been here a long time. These did I say Negro? My bad. Did I say the N-word? I did. I said it. I might have to. No, you know what? I did. I said what I said. I did what I did. This is the unedited video. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna end this video because I said the N word, but I did because I don't like nobody banging on my door going boom, boom, boom like that. It's crazy. Like I'm talking really, really loud. It is what it is. All right, so just get it. They better not ever make a noise over there. All right, so now back to the perfumology bag. I'll just make sure I can't post this to perfumology. So there we go. If y'all want to share the perfumology, you can. Right, next bottle is from the house of Antonio Alexandria, 50 mil. And like I said, I ain't need 100 mil of this. This is not the one I always wanted, but I smelled this one too. I was like, I gotta get it. Okay, so let's look this one up. And the name of this bad boy is called Dice Aurora. Dice Aurora. Dies. Crazy name. Space. And it is. And of course, I looked up mostly before I bought them. Now, this bottle's supposed to be a green bottle. If you look here, like it's green, but this bottle is not green. This bottle is like really, really kind of dark green. Like my client who said, I'm wearing black and green. But when she came out to the car, I know she was because her pants were not light green. They were dark green. Okay, same thing as here. As I told that story to Brian. I like these boxes. They will be staged in a cage somewhere along the line. I'll put them somewhere in here where they'll be staged, wherever they're going to be, wherever they're going to be at. They'll be staged in the crate. So let's get it. This is the box, nice box. And here you have the wrap around the box like that. You got the A on top. What I don't like is this, it really doesn't stay where it should be. Like it might be a little not staying where it should be. In other words, you got to really mash it in. You know, so when you get it, you can't tell. You gotta, they don't mash it. I guess because it's been sitting for a little while. Because I don't think anybody ever even bought this fragrance because they don't know what it is. Now it's sitting tight, but you don't want to keep moving around. So it's got like foam under it. It really keeps it in place. All right, so let's take it out. Yeah, squeezing it too much. Now it's a 50 mil. They come in 100 mils. I don't need 100 mil of anything in my cage, okay? Again, I got fragrances all over the place. I got fragrances over here. My oud fragrance collections are over there. I got some ouds up here with a geodrop. So yeah, that's what that is. All right, so here we have Dice Aurora. All right, notes and main accords is woody, balsamic, amber, nutty, sweet, smoky, honey, warm, spicy, vanilla, aromatic. I'm like, that's a go. That's a go. And this one, I wouldn't even buy this one. The other one I always been looking at is the one I was getting. All right, so here we go. Man, look at this. I can read this whole thing. Dice Aurora is an olfactory tale of emotions and memories of a little boy of around 10 years old who attends for the first time along with his father the ceremony. From the very early hours of the day, people crowd in the front doors of the cathedral. As soon as the doors open, devotees make their way speedily down the aisles of the cathedral to secure their place as close as possible to the resting place of Saint Agatha. Then they spasmodically, okay, wait for opening of the gates, protect their reliquary, reliquary, I gotta look at that word, reliquary, bust of the saint, singing ritual songs and screaming invocations. Uh, for comfort and sustenance, the little boy protagonist of the story brings with him Olivet and Tyrone, typical traditional sweets of the feast. Waiting for the ceremony, he is overwhelmed and he fails almost due to the novelty of the event. Instinctively, he brings the flavors of his mouth, chews them, and lets himself rock in their gorgeous flavor. Almonds, pistachios, caramelized sugar, and his nose the sweet, delicious scent of the flavors mixed in a small ancient church with incense burning of hundreds of years has settled on damp stones and smooth aged woods, along with the honey smell of beeswax candles, a note from the brand. I had to read it all because it was just so cool when I was looking at some of the words, okay? So, top notes: hazelnut, elemi, caramel, pistachio, almond. Middle notes: incense, beeswax, and honey. And base notes: cedar, vanilla, tonka bean, pistachio, musk, and sandalwood. Let's get it. A new house to the cage. Here we go. Put that up here. Okay. Oh, crazy. Wearing this tomorrow. Automatically wearing this tomorrow. Oh, it is so strong, man. This stuff is. Whew. I did two like, I do like two little pumps. This is crazy. Oh, it smells. So, I can't wait for the dry down in the middle of the night. It is now quarter to 12, so in the middle of the night, I can wake up middle of the night because I'm not working tomorrow. So I might wake up like, oh, that's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. So yes, definitely don't buy this because I want to be the only one that has it. And if you do buy it from Perfumology, make sure you mention my name because it was for me. I am certainly sure that you're not wearing it. And that's why I bought it because I know not any time of the day, of the year, of the week, of the hour, of the month, I'll be the only one wearing this in the world, okay? Oh, that's so good. That's so that's good, man. I'll review this video to make sure I ain't saying the N word so I can share it because I really want to share this on Perfumology. Perfumologist. Okay. Fragrance number 3. Same house. This is the one I've always wanted for years. I've always wanted this, but I just didn't want to pay that $300 for 100 mil. You know what I mean? It was like 300 for 100 mil. I just couldn't do it, man. It was too much. 300 for 100 mil. But like that was 300 for 100 mil. And I got, of course, half because it was half off. Holla at your boy. All right, so let's get it. This is from the house of Antonio Allegrio from Italy. Gatto Pardo. Gatto Pardo. Let's find out what it is. And tap on this right here. We're not populating. Gatto Pardo. Main accords: woody, warm, spicy, amber, and whiskey. Nutty, patchouli, powdery, sweet iris, and fresh spicy. The nose behind this fragrance is going to be Antonio Alestria, Alessandria, Antonio Alessandrio, which is the house. Okay, and here we go. Top notes: whiskey, fig nectar, bergamot. Middle notes: iris and geranium. Base notes: patchouli, benzoin, beeswax, cacao, hazelnut, almond, musk, amber, and cedar. That doggone meal is like doing the thing right now. Oh, here we go. Had to find a dry spot for Gatto Pardo. Okay, just one spray. Incredible. Always wanted this fragrance because I knew nobody else was going to wear this fragrance. It was just easy to know that if I got this, I'd be the only one wearing this because nobody know about this house. Antonio Alessandrio. Stop playing. Oh, I can't wait to smell them. I can't wait to smell the dry down in the middle of the night. That's gonna be crazy. Okay. So, yep. I'm gonna take that stick off the front though. I don't want this 50 mil natural spray perfume. You should put that on the back. Don't put it on the front that you got the main label. Put it on the back so you don't see it. Let me see if I don't mess up. There you go. It's off. When I stage this in a cage, I don't want to be able to see that. Okay. Like I said, you all know I buy stuff that nobody else buy. Look, for granted, I mean, Perfumeology has a lot of fragrances. Right? And of course, I have nothing. It's not against me for anybody to buy something that's really hype. If they have someone come in through the shop, to promote their fragrance, I ain't got no wrong. Look, I ain't got no big beef with that. Easy, I ain't got no beef with that. But I'm just saying to you that they have so many abstract fragrances in it. There's so much going on right now with that house and with Perfumeology right now. They're already bringing some. They liquidating a lot of stuff so they can bring some new stuff in. So with that being said, everybody want to go to Perfumeology. Every niche house want to go to Perfumeology. I got a lot of other stores I can go to and talk about fragrances, but when it comes to Perfumeology, they get the stuff that nobody else gets because they reach out to those people, and those people reach out to Perfumeology. It ain't like Perfumeology just reach out to them, like, bro, please, let us put the stuff in my store. No, they come to him and say, can we put our stuff in your place? That's how that goes. That's Perfumeology. That's my fam. That's how we do. Or the whole thing of Perfumeology just in one cage, number Perfumeology. All right, you got it? So, and last but not least, I went to get RDZ. So what had happened was, the story behind that was, when I first went down there, I went to get Capicool, wasn't there. So I ended up picking Flan. I got Flan here. The atomizer didn't work. So I had to take Flan back and go back and get another Flan while I was working one day as doing my limo job. So I went back to get that, and I got Flan. So I got Flan. In fact, where is okay, Flan. Flies in the middle shelf right there. Hopefully I can get. I got two of them now, so I'm meant to make some space for two of them because up there we got a lot of Byredo, old school stuff. I got to get some Byredo back too, man. I miss Byredo a lot. Either I get some sample, I get the bottles. I get some Byredo, absolutely. So now, Philly Blunt. Why did I buy Philly Blunt? Well, I went down there. I said, "You got Capicool? Yeah, we finally got it. All right, cool, got it." So I was like, "All right, let me smell the joint for Sin Explorer." I smelled it. I'm gonna keep it real. Wasn't that impressed. Smelled like a lot of stuff. So I said, well, no, I don't need that. So I said, well, either gonna be Capicool. I said, just give me Capicool. So he's gonna give me Capicool. I said, well, you know what I'm gonna do is I gotta break the seal here. He lives in Philly, which is probably, he only live no more than probably 10 miles away from me. You know what I mean? But I don't know why he don't want to talk to me, man. Look, I'm like family with Perfumeology. Why don't you want to talk to me, bro? Why you want to talk to me, man? Come on, man. All right, so anyway, gotta break the seal. So I went on to Fragranica, where I'm at now, and he said, okay, well, Philly Blunt's a nice tobacco. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me check that out, because I don't keep getting these gourmands. Like, a lot of stuff is kind of gourmandy. Even AA is kind of gourmandy, you know what I mean? But not really gourmandy. It has a little bit of, nectar in there that'll neutralize the gourmand. But, you know, I'm trying to stay with so many gourmands. I mean, so many gourmands, right? So I went and checked out the notes. He double seals this bad boy. I hope this atomizer is working, homie. Since you live in Philly, wouldn't let me come out and come get my bottle. All right, so anyway. Born in Puerto Rico, made in Philly, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, for all the fragrances lovers around the world. Okay? And I like the fact that he said Philly. Even though I don't live in Philly right now, I was born in North Philly. Let's just get it. Philly Blunt. And the reason I bought this because after I looked at the notes, I'm like, okay, notes are pretty cool. I'm not really a patchouli guy, but usually patchouli really holds the fragrances together for a little while, especially till the dry down. So I'm like, all right, cool. So let me go ahead and check Philly Blunt out. So I read the reviews, and this is exactly why I bought this. Okay, I read the review. I'm scrolling down. I'm scrolling down, seeing long lasting, strong, bada bing, bada boom, ginger, more male, good value, blah blah blah. The value is unbelievable. He really can be charging another $50 more than he's charging. And the first review I get is right here. I'm going to read it. Okay, so here we go. Juice the King. I visited Perfumology this past weekend and sampled pretty much. This was actually way back in April. Okay, April 2nd. I visited Perfumology this past weekend and sampled pretty much the entire RDZ catalog, save for PFNR, which I smelled that it was okay, but wasn't enough to go with Philly Blunt, and settled to this as my personal favorite from the brand. Strong and earthy tobacco scent on the top end, backed by patchouli, like I said, giving it this dark, grassy opening. Dries down into a sweet, smooth, dark tobacco skin scent. After an initial hour and a half on my skin, with a pleasant spice from the coffee and cardamom lingering throughout. The note breakdown on the site confuses me as I don't pick up any bergamot, raspberry, or oud. I don't feel any citrus or fruitiness from this scent at all. In fact, these notes are present, and the fact that these notes are present confuses me on how they even popped up on the page in the first place. Regardless, the weird note breakdown for Granica, this scent is phenomenal, evening scent, and will be a great all around in cooler weather. Gotta try and stretch as much as used from this during the springtime because this scent is fantastic tobacco with incredible projection and performance. And I will give him a thumbs up. Now, I had to join for Granica. I am for Granica. So that's what I got. That's what I got from this. And again, a lot of people like it. A lot of people like Philly Blunt. And like I said, this price for extra concentration, man, extra, it is pretty much a steal. It's a steal. It's almost as good a steal as Mass Milano. Blue bottles, Mass Milano, is that's a steal. Even Gallagher Perfumes got some good steals at 100 mil. Who else got good steals at 100 mil? Oh, that's under $200, which is bananas. There's a couple other in the shop. But I'm telling you, I mean, these right here was, yeah, these pretty expensive. But there's 50 mil. But they, not that they made it Italy, don't make a difference. They good sense. But Philly Blunt, Basilica or Duarno or the other ones from Mass Milano, Blue Bottle, great sense, man. Great price. You can't beat them. They should be charging $50 more on each one of those easily. All right, so we're gonna spray Philly Blunt. It's gonna be it for the night. Hopefully, my neighbor will be banging on my freaking wall again. And they do, I'm banging back. Hey, I've been here long before y'all been here. I won't say the N word again. I'm gonna keep it real. And I'll spray some other stuff today too. Don't smell now. It's starting to dry now. It's starting to smell good. But I put all I can afford, and that's it. That's it. So I got 4 bottles a day, really 3.5, and I'm good with that. I'm trying to find a place I can put this joint because the joint. Well, I need to work on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, hold on. Put it over here maybe. Oh, here we go. Fully Blood. And the atomizer does work on this. Very good. Philly Blunt is crazy. When it first opens up, see, he said he don't smell the bergamot. I smell the bergamot when it first opens up. I smell it. I can smell that because I don't like citrus, so I definitely smell it. But you can smell tobacco. It almost smells like a cigar. It almost smells like a cigar. It's like with a little bit of cigar in it. Philly Blunt, yo. Holla at your boy. So great buys. And again, I gotta find a place in the cage So they'll sit there. I have on drawers, so you're not going to see me put it in the cage. But once I'm done, of course, I like taking pictures of my cage and how I stage. And we already put Mile X Stace already has a space. Mile X Stace already has a space. How's your boy? Talk to y'all later. Have a great night. Sleep well. Hopefully, I see you tomorrow morning, heaven willing, through the Most High, and I'll talk to you then. Talk to y'all later. See ya. Wrong hand. This guy.